B&B Stunner. Grief unites Hope and Steffy as Liam's fate sparks shocking twist. Is his death just a plot cleanup? In a heart-wrenching turn of events on The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy and Hope find themselves overcome with pain and grief, sharing an emotional embrace that leaves fans stunned. As Luna makes a heartfelt visit to Finn, the drama continues to build around Liam's sudden and mysterious disappearance. Speculation is swirling. Could Liam be dead? And if so, was his death written in just to clean up the storyline? Emotions run high as Steffy clings to Hope, both women shattered by recent events. Meanwhile, Liam's cryptic text to Bill hints at unfinished business, fueling rumors and theories across the fanbase. Has Liam's final chapter already been written, or is there a shocking twist on the horizon? With unexpected alliances, devastating grief, and hidden motives at play, the drama in LA has never been more intense. Is this the end for Liam, or just the beginning? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day after watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Luna pays Finn a visit while Steffy and Hope, engulfed in pain, cling to one another. Thursday, May 8, 2025. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam contacts Bill, Hope is devastated by Steffy's update, and Luna tells Sheila she won't take Finn's rejection. Hope asks in shock at Brooke's residence, "What are you talking about?" She is aware that she wouldn't lie about anything like this, Liam. Steffy is aware of how terrible this is, particularly for the girls. Hope objects. Liam was okay, he was just there. Listen, Steffy says. This is not good. Very terrible. Liam is dying. Why are you saying all of this when it's not true? Yells Hope in disbelief. She says she's going to give Liam a call now. She is stopped by Steffy, who implores her to listen. Together, they must confront this. Hope, Beth and Kelly's father, is passing away. Hope cries, "No." Hope is aware of his illness. Hope asks whether Liam told Steffy himself, and Steffy answers, "Yeah." When he did, Steffy discovered it. It was a completely arbitrary circumstance. She tells her that she rushed him to the hospital after discovering him unconscious at Bill's house. Steffy says he was getting better, but the neuro team performed more tests and discovered a lump on his brain. Hope screams, "No one told me anything about this." Hope inquires about the course of treatment. In Liam's case, Steffy claims there isn't one. The tumor cannot be removed. They are powerless to do anything. Liam's vertigo. Liam informs Finn at the Cliff home that this diagnosis doesn't seem to be accurate. Finn says he should relax. Liam is pressed for time and has a lot of work to complete. He is grateful for all that Finn has done for him. Liam has a spell and tries to stand. Finn hurries over and asks, "Are you okay?" Liam tells Finn that he sees floaties and feels lightheaded many times a day. Finn gives a nod. This frequently occurs in people who have a mess. Surgery is not an option, he reiterates. They want him to spend as much time with the girls as they can. He will have the support of the neuro team at every turn. Finn cautions that he should tell his loved ones and that he will require emotional assistance. He knows that he doesn't want to inform Beth and Kelly, but what about his father and brothers? Those who care about him would want to support him. Hope is the only one. Luna makes the decision to act. Luna goes to Il Giardino to see Sheila. Her granny assures her that everything is okay and that Deacon is not present. However, she will convince him to accept her. Luna informs her that she has been adjusting to all the changes in her life, such as learning that Finn is her father and she is her grandmother. "I want a relationship with my father more than anything else." Sheila queries Luna about any communication she may have had with Finn. "No," Luna replies. Refusing to feel rejected is difficult. It's very unjust that she can't even talk to him. Luna tells Sheila that they are quite similar, and that they have both made regrettable decisions. "I need a place in my dad's life." Sheila is aware that Luna has also changed. Luna gripes about being viewed as a social outcast. Even her father doesn't want anything to do with her. His wife is to blame. "Even if Steffy has good reason to despise me, I will not allow her to separate me from my father." Luna laments that despite her attempts at apology, Steffy still views her as a monster. Sheila assures her granddaughter that Finn's commitment to Steffy will never waver. That is unacceptable to Luna. She declares that she will be visiting her father. Liam tells Finn at the Cliff home that he doesn't feel like he's doing this alone. He has Steffy and himself. He needs time with his daughters to be carefree. When he leaves, he wants to know that everyone will be alright. If he doesn't let them in, Finn claims they won't be. Beth's mother is Hope. She is entitled to know. Liam merely desires authority over his demise. He doesn't want anyone to know that he's dying right now. Hope is angry that the neuro team is unable to help Liam at Brooke's house. Steffy reassures her that experts have examined his case and that second opinions have been obtained. Hope laments that Liam has been aware of this for weeks. Why is she only now learning about it? Steffy also just learned about the mess. Liam doesn't want anyone to know, she explains. Hope yells, he's not a burden. He doesn't want to be one. Steffy can appreciate his desire to keep the ladies in the dark. Hope believes it is illogical. Why Liam? How young is he? She sobs. Beth and Kelly are so young. Liam is unaware of her presence, according to Steffy. She desired to inform her. Hope, you deserve to know. I am aware of your deep love for Liam. Finn and Dr. Buckingham are on the phone at the Cliff house when Luna enters. Finn asks her why she's there and disconnects. She claims that she contacted Steffy several times and checked to make sure his car wasn't there, but he doesn't respond. She believes Dad is a wonderful man who wouldn't abandon his own child, so she says, I really miss you, Dad. Liam texts Bill to arrange a meeting at Il Giardino. In response, Bill says he's on his way over. Liam lets out a breath. He appears distraught as he browses through pictures of Steffy, Hope, and his daughters on his phone while he waits. Hope thanks Steffy for sharing this with her at Brooke's house. Steffy claims that although she pleaded with Liam to speak up, he is handling things on his own. They make fun of him for caring more about them than about himself. Hope would do anything to prevent this from happening. Steffy hopes it was an error. Liam has always been so healthy, so she agrees that it doesn't make sense. Their daughters are on their minds. That's what drove her to come there, according to Steffy. Hope is devastated that Beth is growing up without her father. She acknowledges that she had a gut feeling that something wasn't right. He was attempting to bid her farewell, she sobs. Asking Steffy what they do about Beth and Kelly, she says, I feel like I'm going to be sick. How are they informed? Steffy sobs, I'm not sure. I'm terrified of that day. Hope says their girls will be dependent on one another. I don't know how to say goodbye, she cries. They both cry as Steffy cradles Hope in her arms. Thank you for telling me. The next update for today. Bold and the Beautiful. Hope is redeemed by Liam's death. Steffy Forrester recently broke the terrible news that Liam Spencer is dying to Hope Logan on Bold and the Beautiful. And soon, Steffy will tell Hope all the depressing facts about his brain tumor. Furthermore, this plot might soon change and become more than just Liam's life or death situation. Hope may experience a crisis of conscience, which she has, quite frankly, needed for a long time. Let's discuss how Hope might become a decent girl again and how Liam's death sentence might pave the way for her to be saved. However, I do enjoy Bad Hope. The startling metamorphosis of Hope Logan from good girl to bad girl. Okay, so ever since Hope kissed Thomas Forrester in June 2023, we have been seeing her gradually go from a morally upright girl into a terrible girl who is finding her footing and entering a villainous phase. Even as she was having sex with Liam, she began to fantasize about Thomas. It didn't happen all at once, though. It was really shady. From being secretly attracted to Thomas, Hope went on to kiss him. Naturally, that led to the breakdown of Hope and Liam's marriage. Hope then began having affairs with Thomas, and the two eventually became a relationship. The power grab at Forrester Creations and Hope's contentious relationships. However, if you give it some thought, it appears like Hope was ultimately trying to manipulate Thomas. According to whom you ask. Thomas truly intended to marry Hope, but she claimed she wasn't prepared for that step. The Forresters undoubtedly saw Hope as a villain who had deceived him. However, if you ask Ridge Forrester or Steffy, they would tell you that Hope was leading Thomas on and using him. Steffy was so certain of her belief that she persuaded Thomas to simply leave her, Los Angeles, and America. Hope ultimately lost Thomas. After that, she developed a very shady crush on Finn, with whom she made advances and fantasized about Steffy's spouse. Hope's devious attempt to snatch Steffy's man contributed to the subsequent love catastrophe they anticipated for Hope. Hope aims for Finn in Bold and the Beautiful. In the eyes of Steffy and Ridge, Hope switched from using Thomas to target Finn to using Carter Walton, because her brief romance with Carter coincided with his attempt to preserve her failed line Hope for the future. Furthermore, the optics are poor even if Hope wasn't intentionally acting with hidden agendas. The problem is that Hope may have taken advantage of Carter without even realizing it, because Hope's encouragement of Carter to steal FC was unquestionably evil. Hope then pretended to be the new queen of the firm that Ridge and Steffy had stolen, sticking it in their faces. That's when Hope really seemed to go south, especially after Carter began to feel horrible and wanted to return the firm. Hope wants it all bold and beautiful. Thus, Hope became quite power-hungry. Carter did so despite being essentially told, "No, you're not giving the company back." Hope then broke up with him once more. Very poor visuals. Makes her appear evil. Additionally, it somewhat supported the claims made by Ridge, Steffy, and Eric Forrester that she was taking advantage of Carter. Finally, though, we start to notice some cracks as Hope says she is beginning to realize that she and Hope may have done something incorrectly. Hope is undoubtedly moving in the right path, even though she isn't fully acknowledging it. Because Hope refused to accept responsibility for her actions and, was pressuring Carter to steal Forrester Creations, even her own mother, Brooke Logan, lost it during the Carter-Forrester Creations coup. Many characters on that soap opera currently view Hope as the villain. Liam Spencer's health issue. Could it be Hope Logan's turning point? However, due to Liam's medical crisis, things are changing. For a brief moment, it appeared as though Hope had given in to her inner evil girl and was only seeking retribution. It may have been a really soap opera-like way to depart. However, she is terrified of Liam's brain tumor. Therefore, this can be the perfect reminder for Hope to make significant life adjustments. Steffy essentially couldn't bring himself to tell Hope that Liam was dying, so he just told her. Hope is beginning to come to terms with this terrible news about Liam, which could completely alter the course of her life. Beautiful and brave. Deacon pushes for Hope. Hope recently told Deacon Sharp that once she and Liam split up, everything in her life began to fall apart. Naturally, Deacon is now pressuring Hope to get back together with Liam. He is also attempting to persuade Brooke that Liam is the one meant for Hope and that Carter is not suitable for her. We did witness Deacon persuading Hope to listen, but Liam then began to put pressure on her to get back together with Carter. Naturally, though, we are aware that Liam is only acting in that way because he is dying. Hope must confront the terrible truth that Liam is dying and that she and Beth Spencer will lose him forever as of right now. And for Hope, all of that puts things into perspective. For Steffy, it has already done the same. Reconciliation and redemption? How Hope's future could be reshaped by Liam's experience. And putting an end to their conflict once and for all would be a first step toward Hope being the kind person she once was. Steffy and Hope need to concur on it. Now, none of that triviality matters. Naturally, if Hope and Steffy are not at each other's throats, they will be happier. Finn and Liam have moved past their problems. According to previews for Bold and the Beautiful, Liam and Finn become great friends during this tragedy. Everything is positive. And this may serve as a harsh reminder to Hope that life is brief, and that the people in your life and how you treat them are what really count. It would be appropriate for her to swallow her pride and go to Ridge and Eric to apologize. After that, Ridge ought to express regret for his remarks on Hope. That was also not cool. However, in all honesty, Hope ought to begin her apology tour with Steffy for her recent infatuation with Finn. She urged Carter to steal Steffy's family business after attempting to steal Steffy's husband. The brave and the lovely. Is Hope saved? Hope's attention should therefore shift to Liam's assistance in caring for him, preparing their daughter Beth for this awful loss. Soon, we could see more of the Hope we've known for years. The one with values and principles, the one who does the right thing even when it's difficult. This plotline has the potential to kill the vicious, power-hungry Hope that she was tiptoeing toward since Liam is dying. I'll say it again, unless Scott Clifton requested to go and wanted to pursue another endeavor, and they choose to go there, I don't believe Bold will truly kill Liam. However, Liam is likely to receive a miracle in the end. Hope and Liam might get back together and rebuild their family if it does happen, and she returns to her former self. Everything is fine. This tumor plotline might therefore be a game-changer, transforming Liam from a waffler into a devoted one-woman guy and ending Hope's period as a villain and transforming her from evil to good. We shall see. The next update for today. Is Liam's death watch a ploy to tidy up the plot of Bold and the Beautiful? On the CBS soap opera Bold and the Beautiful, a dying Liam Spencer is getting ready for his meeting with his maker, which might come at any moment. Or perhaps not. Liam Spencer, Bold and Beautiful, one foot in the grave. Actor Scott Clifton, who plays Liam Spencer on Bold and the Beautiful, is doing some amazing work. As he confronts a death sentence, Liam has become a fountain, spewing out his new philosophy. Jacqueline McInnes Wood, who plays Steffy Forrester, also gets a chance to showcase her amazing acting abilities thanks to this plot. However, a lot of fans are wondering right now, where will Liam Spencer's death sentence go? Some fans believe that, similar to what they did for Eric Forrester some time ago, Bold and the Beautiful would do a miracle save for Liam. Given that death is looming over Liam, it wouldn't be shocking if the soap opera continued this narrative for weeks in order to get the most out of their investment. However, just when everyone accepts that Liam will die, Bold and the Beautiful might perform a miracle save. But perhaps this isn't all for show. Bold may have other plans to bring Liam closer to his creator. B&B, is Liam necessarily dying? Viewers of Bold and the Beautiful are aware that Liam Spencer's brain tumor is incurable and causing his death. However, the reason behind B&B's adventure with Liam is unknown to us. This is one method for Scott Clifton to leave the soap opera. However, we haven't heard anything regarding the actor's departure as of yet. However, why would Bold and Beautiful kill off the character if the actor was preparing to leave the soap opera? For many years, Liam Spencer has been a significant player. However, the soap opera has kept him in the background for the last few months. He only had a few scenes here and there before being diagnosed with death, which didn't really contribute to his tale. Therefore, why wouldn't they simply assign the role to another actor rather than eliminating him? Or, at the very least, keep him alive so that he can be replaced later. Bold and the Beautiful is the easiest way to hit refresh death diagnosis. Liam Spencer's death in Bold and the Beautiful may have less to do with their one-time waffler and more to do with Steffy Forrester and Hope Logan, Annika Noel. These two women have gone too far in their contempt for one another. The two could only engage in a brutal, knockdown-bang-out fight as the following stage. Thus, perhaps the soap opera wishes to tone it down a little. However, there has been so much animosity between the two that the soap opera decides to swap things around and swiftly make them buddies. Unless, of course, you have a switch that can change them immediately, unlike any other. And perhaps that's what Liam's death watch is. Steffy has already shown sympathy for Hope this week, to the extent that she told the Logan daughter that Liam was dying behind his back. Therefore, even though the olive branch is associated with gloom and doom, Steffy still held out hope for it. B&B, Steffy Forrester and Hope Logan painted into a corner. It's then Hope's time on Bold and Beautiful to show that she's losing her temper with Steffy. Hope and Steffy put themselves in a situation where their only communication was hate and hostility. Ironically, though, Liam's passing provides a lifeline for that friendship. Perhaps this Liam Spencer death plot was written into Bold and the Beautiful in order to mend the terrible friendship between Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester. Fans of the soap opera would likely find these two women's friendship refreshing, at least for a short while. Therefore, it's possible that B&B staged Liam's impending death in order to revive Steffy and Hope's relationship after all of their ups and downs over the years. Perhaps they will return these women to friendly relations, or perhaps beyond, as best friends. On the CBS soap opera, Liam either dies or is saved by that miracle once they are in a nice place. The next update for today. As the tears flow, Steffy hugs Hope while Liam texts Bill to arrange a meeting. According to Friday, May 9th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer will text Bill Spencer to arrange a meeting, and Steffy Forrester will embrace Hope Logan while crying. Naturally, because B&B was preempted for coverage of the Pope on Thursday, May 8th, we should make a brief programming remark. We have all the information about what's coming ahead, but the Thursday episode was moved to Friday, May 9th. To begin with, Hope will be in denial since Steffy is trying to convince her that Liam is dying. Hope will eventually accept this terrible news, but it will take some persuasion. Hope will receive details from Steffy regarding Liam's terrifying experience at Bill's house and how his scans finally revealed the brain mess. Hope will inquire about Liam's treatment plan, but Steffy will acknowledge that there isn't one because the tumor cannot be removed. Hope will finally understand the implications of this for Liam's family, particularly his daughters. Steffy won't know and will be as terrified of that day as Hope is, but Hope will wonder what they're going to tell Beth Spencer and Kelly Spencer. Hope will be upset by the idea that Liam won't be present for all of Kelly and Beth's significant life events. Because Liam is so vital to them all, Hope will eventually feel as though she will be ill. Hope will wonder how she should say goodbye to Liam after realizing that he was attempting to do so previously. Steffy will take Hope into a consoling embrace while they both cry together, thus causing Hope to undergo an emotional breakdown. Hope will be grateful to Steffy for informing her of Liam's medical issue, even if he didn't want anyone else to know. Before Luna Nozawa makes the decision to visit her father, she and Sheila Sharp will vent at Isle Giardino about Steffy preventing them from seeing John Finn Finnegan. Following another episode of Vertigo, Finn will visit Liam at the Cliff House to see how he is doing and encourage him to tell his family the truth with Hope. Liam will text Bill to invite him to meet him at Isle Giardino, where he will be going later. After making sure Steffy's car is gone, Luna will surprise Finn by going inside the Cliff House. When Finn tries to get rid of Luna, she will say she misses him and that a wonderful man like him wouldn't abandon his daughter. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna will predict that they would have a close relationship if Finn would simply give in, but that won't be the case. The next update for today. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Beth and Kelly pose two tragic questions. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Beth Spencer and Kelly Spencer might pose two devastating queries. Let's discuss what's coming next as Daddy Liam Spencer marches toward his death and faces his saddest test to date. Naturally, as this plot develops, there is still a chance that a soap opera miracle will occur. No one can rule out last-minute therapies for Liam at this time, as they have spared other characters in the past. But we also need to take into account the possibility that Liam is actually dying. It is possible that BMB is narrating this scenario in order to write Liam out and provide a great deal of emotional drama. If that's the case, Liam and his loved one's situation is likely to get much worse. Liam's condition will worsen as his brain tumor grows, even though he can still function fairly well at the moment. Despite Liam's reluctance to disclose his medical condition, Steffy Forrester felt that Hope Logan should be informed. For this reason, Steffy personally located Hope in order to provide updates on Liam's unfortunate circumstances. Steffy wants Hope to be ready for the future, and they may ultimately decide that their girls also need to be ready. After all, as everything unfolds, Kelly and Beth will see Liam's obvious fall. Liam will find it increasingly difficult to appear normal in front of his favorite girlfriends as this story progresses. Liam has already experienced severe headaches and episodes of vertigo. As Liam's inoperable mass increases, there's also a chance that he could collapse once more, particularly if a seizure occurs. In the end, Liam might have to have a tough talk with Kelly and Beth. Liam might be prodded by Steffy and Hope to describe his situation in the most tactful and kid-friendly manner possible. Should that be the case, Beth and Kelly might wind up posing two devastating queries. Are we truly losing Daddy? And why are the physicians unable to fix it? Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.